plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And they did tack on the extra point. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Got room at the 35. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. Notre Dame right back to the line.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Gilbert. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the 1st.
They'll give it to the back. At the 35, he's loose. Breaks into the open. He's brought down the 1. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hauls it in. Touchdown, Irish. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Hits the accelerator to the right. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Pulls it in, it's Gilbert. Strong, firm tackle.
And that's why this QB's speed is such an asset. He can use it to his advantage, buy himself time to make a nice throw down the field.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Back to pass on second down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback in.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Fires to the tight end. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Gain of 21 on the play. And that's a first down for the offense.
New set of downs after the completion. They'll run it from the gun. Runs through the tackle. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds his tight end. There he goes. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Wants to fire on second down. Zings it complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He's brought down. A short return to the defense comes out on top with the pick.
And I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys, and he does it here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
They'll go to the ground. Hard running there. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
A strike downfield. Turning it on. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
That's a really nice job hauling that pass in, and you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry, they all have the ability to make a play anywhere on the field, and that's what this guy can do. You can line him up anywhere. He can run routes at all three levels of the secondary. The defense has to know where he is lined up every single play.
What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. Boy, it was like the defender heard the play call. He was ready for that one.
And one of the things is diagnose and go get it. They saw it, and they went and got it. They were not letting that ball go to the wide side of the field.
Wants to go up top. Buys a little time. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. That's caught. It's buried. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
It's very early in the college football season, but this coaching staff has to be very pleased by what they've seen from their quarterback. He's making real good decisions, and he's been accurate. That was his 100th completion early this year.
With the catch, it's Hoffman. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He's got his man. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Snagged out of the air. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big 3rd down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Keeps looking downfield. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Three straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Gilbert. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Let's go! Let's go! Pulls and throws off the RPO. Got some room in under the goal line. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown LSU!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Running back searching for a hole. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Notre Dame right back to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. He's got his man across the middle. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
He's got an open man. Breaks into the open. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Here come the Irish again, this time doing it through the air.
And getting a little balance, right? We've talked about how they like to be physical and they like to run the football. But when you get that balance going, man, it makes it easy to call plays, start to settle in, everything looking good on offense.
To the ground with the back. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. In Baton Rouge, a huge 3rd down coming up. They'll try to get the first through the air. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you could tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Oh, they're after him! And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away.
Well, that DB did everything right on that deep shot. You saw the speed, you saw his ability to turn his hips, and how about getting his head around, locating the football, and then knocking it away? Couldn't have done that better.
He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Back has it. Running to Green. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Snap to the back. And he forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's complete on the right side. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
They'll ride Davis here. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Notre Dame will come to the line after that huge gain and try to keep the momentum going. He'll set up to throw. Fires into the end zone. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? Notre Dame has it now, first and goal. Handoff to the lone back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Trying play action. He'll throw it. Firing to the right, complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Nice job by the defense forcing the third and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Wants to throw for it on third and goal. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Toss sweep to the right. Got a little space. Got the first down and more. Lots of room to run. Past the 40. 10. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on first down. Buying some time. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds at the 25, and this offense has an explosive play.
All right, defense, I don't know what you're drawing up, but that wasn't it, okay? Wide open wide receivers, miscommunication, whatever it was, got to get that fixed.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Wide open downfield. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
Everybody holds their breath when this guy has the ball. On defense now, you got to stop the bleeding because you're allowing one of the best at his position in the sport of college football. Now have back-to-back catches. You better be anticipating this offense going back to him again right here.
On first down from the 13-yard line. They'll throw it from the red zone. Makes the grab. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Well, needless to say, they needed that touchdown. They're down by a lot of points here in this game, and finally something goes right for them offensively. They put the drive together. They score here at the end of the first half. Now, in the second half, they need a lot more of this, and they're going to have to go tempo. They're going to have to stay aggressive, but maybe this gives them the confidence they need to stage a comeback. We'll see.
Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside the 10, here he comes. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. Got him, and nobody's close. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got two-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
He now has 108 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Quarterback making checks. Off the play fake on first down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell Maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Touchdown, LSU! Fired in from the red zone for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
2-point conversion attempt is coming. Looking to throw. He gets into the end zone for the 2, and that is big. It's now a 3-possession game. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't.
Breaks the tackle and he's got room. There he goes. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Looking downfield on 1st down. On the run, deep down the right side. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And that's tough, man. It was drawn up right. It was a good throw. It was right in his hands. You just want your playmaker to make that play and get to the 2-point conversion.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous.
Running free. He's inside the 40. The 20. He's at the... and he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, Tigers.
And back in the day, you used to line up and your tight end was a blocker and you threw it to him short. Now, these guys are being so dynamic in space and so athletic. Now they can make big, huge plays for your offense and put points on the board in a hurry.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Baylor is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Robert Griffin III, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by 10 to West Virginia. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Men?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. On the run, still looking. Gets rid of it. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
Nice job by the quarterback, evading the rush, getting outside the pocket, and then not turning the football over. It's so hard not to try to force the football down the field. Good job. Incompletion, next play.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Got his man downfield. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Now he'll let one fly down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 20.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, he'll throw it. He's got it on the run. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Notre Dame once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. Quick hitting end around on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Irish. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He's looking to pass. Gets it out quickly. He goes in for the 2, and now they've got it down to 10. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right. They get a nice pickup on this crossing route against the zone, and everybody executed in unison, Jesse.
Yeah, and Reese, this offense, they've got a plan in the passing game. They've got some stuff ready for man coverage, and they've got some zone beaters as well. You just saw one there on the crossing.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. LSU quick to the line. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll throw on 3rd and short. He'll take the deep shot. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the 3rd quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
A couple of yards shy of the 1st down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Ono. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Second down, they'll go to the air. Now improvising. Slings it downfield. Complete to the right. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Short off guard. Run out of bounds, they'll spot him at the 24.
And the nice thing about late in the football game, when you have the lead, you kind of know the defense will get aggressive. You might get some man coverage. They get it to their receiver out wide. I love the run after the catch. He's got such playmaking ability. That's a big first down for this offense.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
All right, sense of urgency now has to go through the roof for this team. They needed their defense to come up with that turnover right there. So if you're on offense, you got to get these plays called. You got to get aggressive, take some shots, because you can now go and win this game.
Rolling, throwing, looking right. Makes a grab for a big play. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
And that is a big-time play for the offense. The defense knew coming into this game they had to keep this guy bottled up and keep him in the pocket. That didn't happen there. He was able to buy time, extend the play. Receivers are in scramble drill mode. He finds a guy, he's accurate, off schedule, and the defense now has to do a much better job keeping this guy contained, or they are going to get lit up just like that.
He'll go out of bounds at the 18-yard line.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Direct snap. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. They'll try to get it through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down.
Gain of 1. And that's a first down for the offense.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to meet a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Third down, red zone play, crowd alive. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants it all. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
On that third down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on fourth.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it! They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. They'll go to the air. Dumps it off in the flats. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get to completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. Defense more than happy to take that free yardage. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Gilbert. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Notre Dame right back to the line. Looking for the touchdown on third and goal. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on fourth down. Just keep slinging it. Bringing the heat. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop drive on downs. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
Yeah, and a nice job by this defense. This is a critical moment, right? We got to get the football back. They're backed up, thank goodness. Force a punt here, get the football back so we can make some magic here in this fourth quarter.
You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The idea on that one was to pop a big play on 3rd down, but they got a 0.
And you got to give credit to the defense. When the defense is able to play pass and think rush the passer, and react like that to the screen, because you don't play screen, you react to screen. Good reaction. Great job getting to the running back, getting the tackle for a loss.
They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires left. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long. And here we are late in an obvious passing situation, trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Boy, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Fighting off the defender. And to use that big, powerful stiff arm to extend the play and pick up a few extra yards.
And that running back essentially just did everything right. Not only did he rip off a 9-yard run with the lead late in the game, but he stayed in bounds. He had the awareness that if I stay in bounds, the clock keeps running, and it increases our chances of winning this game.
He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The give to the tailback. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Show both of these teams put on today. A couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
Thanks so much for spending...